What if I told you that one of the most famous dogs in the world is also one of the most disastrously misunderstood? That the breed featured in a beloved Disney classic, the spotted dog that became a household name overnight, has a hidden history of suffering, surrender, and heartbreaking mismatch. I'm talking about the Dalmatian, and this isn't just a story about an energetic dog. This is a case study in how pop culture fantasy can completely override biological reality, leaving thousands of families and thousands of dogs in a state of crisis. We're going to go deep today. We'll uncover the Dalmatians' true, grueling origin story that explains their insane energy. We'll expose the genetic time bomb linked to their beautiful spots that causes lifelong pain. And we'll break down the perfect storm of the 1990s that turned this niche working dog into a shelter staple. This is the long-form truth about the Dalmatian. Let's begin. To get why modern Dalmatians are so often a problem in suburban homes, you have to see what they were built for. Forget firehouses for a second. Go back further to 18th century England. Picture the wealthy rolling through London in their horse-drawn carriages, the ultimate status symbol. These carriages had a problem. The streets were chaotic, filled with stray dogs that would spook the expensive horses. They needed a mobile solution, an escort. That's where the Dalmatian came in. Their job was brutally specific. To run, not to herd, not to hunt, but to trot steadily alongside or beneath a moving carriage for miles, acting as a living buffer. They cleared the path. When the carriage stopped, their jobs switched to guarding the horses and the expensive equipment. This forged a dog with 3 non-negotiable traits. 1. Unfathomable endurance. We're not talking about a dog who needs a 30-minute walk. We're talking about a canine marathoner bred for 20 miles a day at a steady trot. Their metabolism and muscle structure are that of a long-distance athlete. 2. Ironclad nerves. They had to be fearless around huge, powerful horses and the deafening noise of wheels on cobblestones. This can make them seem aloof or stubborn, but it was a survival trait. 3. Independent problem solving. The driver couldn't give them commands while navigating traffic. The dog had to assess threats and react on its own. When the automobile replaced the carriage, this dog's entire world vanished, but its genetics didn't change. We were left with a supreme athlete, engineered for a job that no longer existed, and we tried to make it a couch companion. That is the root of the disaster. Now, let's talk about their most famous feature, those beautiful spots. What if I told you that the very gene that creates that iconic pattern is directly linked to a severe, widespread, and painful health disorder? It's called hyperuricemia. In simple terms, Dalmatians have a broken metabolic pathway. Unlike other dogs, they can't properly process uric acid, a waste product from protein. This uric acid crystallizes in their urine, forming sharp, gravel-like stones in their bladders and urethras. The consequences are horrific: excruciating pain, constant urinary tract infections, blockages, which are a lethal emergency for males, and often multiple lifetime surgeries. This isn't a rare issue, it affects the entire breed. Every single purebred Dalmatian has this flaw. And the genetic hits keep coming. The complex genetics of their coat and blue eyes are also linked to a high rate of deafness. Up to 30% of Dalmatians have some hearing loss, with many being completely deaf. Imagine trying to train a high-energy, independent-minded dog that can't hear you. So, families drawn in by the spots were often unknowingly signing up for a lifetime of specialized, expensive veterinary care and the challenges of training a deaf dog. The fantasy was already crumbling. Enter the final ingredient, pop culture. In 1961, 101 Dalmatians cemented the breed as the ultimate clever, stylish family dog. In 1996, the live-action remake supercharged it. Demand skyrocketed. Backyard breeders and puppy mills churned out spotted puppies to cash in, with zero regard for health testing, temperament, or educating buyers. Families saw the movie and brought home a cute spotted puppy, imagining a gentle, playful companion. What they got was a deafening wake-up call. A puppy that quickly grew into a deaf, high-strung, unstoppable chewing machine with the stamina of a sled dog and a stubborn, independent streak a mile wide. The energy that once powered a 20-mile trot now powered the destruction of couches, drywall, and gardens. The guarding instinct once directed at carriages was now directed at the mailman and backyard fences. The intelligence used for problem-solving on busy streets was now used for escaping yards and getting into everything. The mismatch was total. Shelters and rescues were flooded with adolescent Dalmatians. No longer cute puppies, but overwhelming, misunderstood, often sick dogs. The Disney dog had become a shelter crisis. The story of the Dalmatian is a powerful lesson for all of us. It teaches us that a dog's history is its blueprint, that beauty often has a biological cost, and that loving a breed means loving the reality, not the fantasy. The right home for a Dalmatian isn't an average suburban family. It's an active, experienced home runners, cyclists. People with land who understand canine athletes, are prepared for the health issues, and have the time and patience for a strong-willed, brilliant partner. If this deep dive has shown you the importance of looking beyond a dog's looks and into its history and needs, then do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. It's the best way to support this channel and get more truth-based content. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments. Did you live through the Dalmatian craze? Are you a Dalmatian owner who wants to share your experience? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching.